What happens when we lose touch with the times? Okay, that is the question for today, number 80 on the list of the 144 fractal faculties. If you'd like to get a complete listing of all 144 fractal faculties of the Tree of Life, just click the link in the description. I'll send that out to you. It's kind of abstracts, a list of abstracts of all of the 144. That way you can just have your hands on it, and you can, cross-reference and refer to things and compare and contrast. So just click the link in the description to get that for free. And then you can also catch up on or re-familiarize yourself with the Tree of Life by watching my video called Tree of Life, an introduction, or Tree of Life, a short introduction. And that should get you up to speed enough to be able to follow along with these videos. Today we're doing number 80. And number 80 is located here on the tree in the fourth sphere. Now recall that the tree itself is a map of our consciousness. And number 80, each one of these circles or spheres is an aspect of our consciousness, or a potentiality of our consciousness, a faculty of our consciousness, a capability of our consciousness. And there are 12 of them. So we basically, 10 circles or spheres plus the abyss plus the zero. And so we have basically 12 major aspects of consciousness. Today we're centered in the fourth sphere. Okay, so the fourth sphere happens to be our sense, or our faculty of law and order, our sense of law and order. This corresponds to cosmologies. These are ancient books, or modern, that have been written that purport to talk about how everything works, what humans are here for, what is our relationship with God, who is God, where we come from, what are we doing here, how all the various different cycles of time mesh together in a grand symphony, from the different incubation periods to the just being able to life cycles, and all of all the way down to the rotation of atoms around whatever, I don't even know, but all of the different cycles that flow together that make up this Tao, the Tao according to the Chinese. So there are many different cosmologies out there. Some are better than others. Some last longer than others. But you also you have the opportunity to use a syncretic approach. You don't have to accept any cosmology whole cloth. You can kind of mix and match and choose the part that resonates with you, that you believe in. But you do have to do the research. Normally here, like at the seventh sphere, you're talking about intuition, just common intuition, being able to go inside and get answers to mundane daily questions. But here, the intuition is more like insight. You have to actually do a great deal of background homework before you're even able to decode the messages that you're going to get from inside as to how these things work. Okay, so the fourth sphere has to do with, figuring out how things really work in the universe. The universal law, universal love, universal language. Okay, now to get from 12 faculties of consciousness to the 144, which are called fractal faculties of consciousness, what we're doing is we're taking the Tree of Life to the second power. Now 12 times 12 is 144. So what we're doing is we're taking the whole tree, shrinking it down, and applying it to each one of the spheres. So we break down the 10th sphere into its 12 parts. We break down the 9th sphere into its 12 parts. We break down the 8th sphere into its 12 parts, and so on. And here we're breaking down the 4th sphere into its 12 parts. Okay, and so for number 80, what we're looking at is we're looking at the abyss fractal within the 4th sphere. Okay, so the abyss is right here. We can, if we shrunk the tree down, then the abyss fractal number 80 would fit in right here. And so what is the abyss? The abyss has to do with our really magnetic charges. But it has to do when it's centered here, we're talking about magnetic charges. When it's a fractal of a sphere, we're really talking about electric charges. And the abyss has to do with basically our psychic powers. This is our ability to notice and to respond to omens. Okay, the psychic powers have two different components. Our ability to recognize the omen, that's our psychic receptivity, and then our ability to act upon the omen, which is our psychic heat, because it requires courage. Now, the omen is anything that's really anomalous that happens to us, things that we numbers that keep recurring, or names that keep recurring, or just wild coincidences, things that are out of bounds with the statistics, with basic statistics. Okay, now, so those things combine together to make number 80, A or alpha radioactivity. Stage number 80 is about how atoms that are out of balance, out of sync, eject particles such that they lose their identities and become different atoms. An atom's instability is as a result of a change of environment, an inflow from regions of higher stability or low ionization level to a region of lower stability or high ionization level. The shear that results from trying to find its level in both space and time, or gravitate in both space and time simultaneously, literally rips the atom apart. And this is called the age limit of matter. The limit is 236 atomic mass units, but it can be higher or lower depending upon the ionization level and the operation of probability. The equation is 2 times the atomic number plus the ionization level times the quantity, the atomic number squared, over the interregional ratio, which is 156.444. And, you don't need to know that for the test. But it's out there for you. Okay, A radioactivity transforms one element to another of a lower atomic number by discarding alpha particles, which are basically helium nuclei, like unloading a waste product. Thereby, the atom dies and becomes a lesser atom. The atom only has to throw off enough rotation to bring it back into the stability zone. So the atom dies and is reborn over and over, a la reincarnation. Alpha radioactivity can and often does trigger a chain reaction that also includes beta radioactivity. Alpha decay is emitted like a ring around the equator of a spherical atom, while beta radioactivity is like a jet directed from the equator toward the poles. Whereas the alpha decay is like a ring from the equator, from the center toward the surface, but always on the equator. But since the atom is rotating and twisting constantly, both would appear to be a spherical distribution. Okay, that is number 80, the abyss fractal of the fourth sphere. And we'll have more to say about that as we go along here. I know that this stuff on the abyss is very rough and difficult to understand, especially if you don't have a background in the reciprocal system or any type of electronic or magnetic background. The key part and the part that's difficult is to be able to kind of take those motifs from magnetic and electric charges and then being able to apply it to actual human situations. And that's coming slowly, but it's coming along. So hopefully we will be able to kind of carve out that picture at some point. That's for the future. Something to look forward to. Okay, now thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. You can, again, click the link in the description to get my free copy, get your free copy of my 144 Fractal Faculties Annotated. Just a listing of all of them so that you can see them all kind of in the same place. And we'll be able to help you for these videos. And then also my Cash App and Venmo are listed in the description if you'd like to donate to the project. And I will be doing number 81 on this list in the very near future to share with y'all and put up on the video. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, have a great day, and we hope to see you very soon.